on 1st and 10. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Richmond. Hey, pull down.
Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. And juke this time. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st down, Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Watson. Caught. It's Ellington. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. This is Isaiah Crowell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He's going to wind up. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kearse, 69 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Caught, left side, Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And that's complete. It's Ellington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And some strong running. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the air yet again, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the post-game press conference after week 2.
And we're not talking about the beard this time.
No, well, that was part of the ensemble. We're talking about
the trappings, aren't we?
How about that outfit? Those were Deshaun Jackson's clothes, is that right?
That's my understanding. Clothes, jewelry, shades, the whole deal. He came out and paid homage to his guy who got him a 75-yard touchdown pass in the game, and everyone had a ball with it. Media, team, Fitzpatrick, you name it. I'm sure Deshaun Jackson got a kick out of it as well. Personally, I thought he raided your closet because when I saw him come out, I said, hold on a second. That's how Brandon dresses to go leave the ball game.
My favorite thing, though, from all of this was the social media posts that had 2 different pictures. On the left, it was his freshman year at Harvard. Looked like the All-American boy. And then that press conference photo on the right. You want to talk about the alter ego of somebody? That was it right there. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. DJ Reader breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On second down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Enunwa, a guy who missed all of 2017 with a neck injury. But, you know, week 2, if that's any indicator, he's in for a big season.
It certainly is. And, you know, he took the time this offseason to get to know his new rookie quarterback, Sam Darnold. Spent that extra time building quite a rapport with him. 7 catches, 92 yards in week 2 against the Dolphins. They'll continue to get better as the season moves on.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. The Todd Bowles tried it, went for it, but it didn't pay off. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Well, with that incompletion, we've got to talk about the ties that we've seen in weeks 1 and 2. Everyone was talking about the Steelers-Browns week 1, Charles, but week 2 we saw another. The game that you had, Vikings and Packers.
Yeah, and do you know something? They tied at 29.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Texans send the punter out. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. Look at the dance and the juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, 37 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Now, look at 56. 39. Look at 56.
They run for it. Here's Powell. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on second down is Darnold. Going underneath for Crowell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And Crowell lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down carry now for Crowell. Finding room inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Darnold on first down. A little dump-off for Crowell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Crowell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Back now in Houston. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Darnold from the gun. And he's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Avery Williamson getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Third and long, it's Watson. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Caught left side, Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. To throw is Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Watson on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 10 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.